Elon!
As Americans face the threat of a government shutdown, there are new concerns about Elon Musk's growing influence over Donald Trump.
This was predictable. Trump is weak and unable to lead. And Musk, well, he can see it. And he will abuse Trump like a 14-year-old with an old gym sock. But this ain't news. Tiny Fingers has been beholden to Putin for years. When banks no longer lent money to Trump, he almost exclusively borrowed money from Russia. Well, that's not a hoax. That's what Eric Trump says.
I said, which American banks? And he said, we don't rely on American banks. And I said, no kidding. We don't need American banks. We have all the funding we need out of Russia.
Meanwhile, Trump's small penis forces him to overcompensate with others, pretending to be tough and lying about his health.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
But this fried chicken, diet coked, obese pig, he couldn't arm wrestle Lindsey Graham, much less stand up to someone whom he truly worships.
Elon Musk, and addressed a persistent talking point among Democrats that Musk is acting and will act as a shadow president.
The new one is, President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? No, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you.
You see, Elon Musk is everything Trump has always wanted to be. An obscenely rich, sociopathic, racist, homophobic pig. And it's become so obvious, Trump has to address it in public. And his denial reveals the truth.
He's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe, you know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
Wow, the fact that Trump has to address Elon Musk's birthplace as a reason Trump won't be replaced for this South African prick shows you that Tiny Fingers has a problem. Musk owns him.
We all learned about the three branches of government in civics class, about the two chambers of Congress, the House and the Senate, and the general constitutional structure of our government. How hard it is to get hundreds of elected representatives of all stripes to agree on big legislation. What we did not learn about is the Elon Musk branch of the government. The world's richest dude, Elon Musk, effectively bought himself control over these United States, apparently. He spent $44 billion to turn Twitter into his personal propaganda outfit and promote Donald Trump. And then he went on to spend $250 million to help get Trump elected. He is now using that authority before Trump is even sworn in to unilaterally determine outcomes for the American people. A guy who's never received a single vote, who is constitutionally ineligible to serve as actual president, who polling shows isn't wanted there by the American people, I guess is now effectively running these United States.
But here's the skinny. Trump wants to be Musk, and even more to the point, Trump needs Musk. Musk is using his money to try and threaten incumbents with a threat that he will support opponents in the primaries.
Elon Musk, chief among them, it seems, as the most influential at this moment in time. So with that in mind, when you look forward to his potential influence, what do you make of those that say, first of all, he's got a lot of power and money to primary Republicans who don't go along with the plan? Do you think your colleagues should face those primaries? And also, do you worry about the optics that you as a legislative body, Congress, senators, congressmen, are in some way giving up some of your authority or your legislative responsibility if you are so influenced by somebody outside of an elected branch?
The only people that are saying they're being influenced by Elon Musk are the Democrats making accusations of that.
Of course, the MAGA girls won't fess up, but the truth is there. And the irony that Fox is the one pointing it out shows you how bad it is. They have no moral compass. Just like Trump, Musk is a shitty human being. Trump was banned from ever owning charities after his family ripped off a charity for kids with cancer. Doesn't that sound familiar?
They cut nearly $200 million in funding for, ready for this? Childhood cancer research called the Gabriella Miller Kids First Pediatric Research Program. That's what they cut. That program was established on a bipartisan basis under President Obama. Former Republican leader Eric Cantor was one of the driving forces behind it. Republicans tore the funding for that program out of the bill, seemingly at random, because Elon Musk told them to. So I want to be clear about what's happened, what's transpired in the last 24 hours, okay? The richest man in the world, worth $250 billion, took $190 million away from kids with cancer. That's not hyperbole. It's not exaggeration. That is what has happened.
Musk also attacked Pelosi's husband after a MAGA supporter attacked him, almost killed him. Musk tweeted this bullshit lie that Pelosi's husband was gay and the attacker was his boyfriend. He removed it a couple days later, but the work was done.
Tweeted, then later deleted this, a link to a site with very little credibility claiming, without evidence, that Paul Pelosi was drunk and somehow knew his attacker. There were no sources to the claims, but they, thanks largely to Musk's audience, ricocheted across the internet.
Now, that's for starters, but it gets worse. Elon Musk is a paid subscriber to a racist, pro-apartheid South African X account. The account posts racist attacks on Africans, praising only the whites in South Africa and calling for apartheid to return. And Musk has openly thrown his support behind the far-right alternative party in Germany, Für Deutschland, as the only political party that can save Germany. Except that they want to save Germany by bringing back Nazis. Musk also referred to them when attacking illegals in the U.S., who aren't Nazis, but instead hard-working Americans without documentation. Who are the American fascists?
Stand back and stand by very fine people on both sides.
The endorsement of this far-right party in Germany was made by Musk on a post on X and appeared above a retweeted video by this woman, a German right-wing nutjob.
We will never see a reduction in our useless, hyper-bureaucratic overspending. And if you know anything about Germany, you probably know that we are the epitome, the meme nation of bureaucratic overspending.
What is it with women with German accents?
We will never.
But here's the big problem with Musk, because it's the same one with Trump. While Trump nickel and dime the government, charging the feds for putting up Secret Service agents in his hotels, and of course, getting Ivanka and Jared billion-dollar payouts with China and the Saudis, Trump's boyfriend is the richest man in the world. And he has contracts with China as well as with us through SpaceX, classified security deals with the United States. Will Trump make sure he doesn't rat America, or will he pay Trump to turn his head?
But Musk's response to it, I think, is really irresponsible. The defense contractors take this continuous vetting process very seriously. Their contracts can depend on it. And given the amount of contracts that Musk has with the federal government, it's very important that he and his company comply with these obligations, just like everybody else. This may sound very intrusive, but you know, when you contract with the federal government, especially the Defense Department, they have what they call an open kimono policy, which is they know everything about you. If you don't want to contract with the government, don't contract with the government.
So the real irony here is that Trump now has to tiptoe between acting tough and manly and revealing to the world who he really is, Elon Musk's bitch.
Into space. Here.
And the second question is, will the Republicans now kneel before a new daddy? And how will Trump act when they do? Well, I think we just saw.
President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? No.
And when Trump is forced to decide between the MAGA Congress and the needs of Elon Musk, of which they will surely conflict, which side will Tiny Fingers fall on? Could Musk be the thing that eventually wakes up Republicans to this basic fact?
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
While Trump has promised that on day one, he will start deporting anyone who is here illegally, it does make me wonder how much he'll miss Elon and Melania.
There is definitely more to this story.
Damn right.
I'm as mad as hell. This is not a normal election.
Whether the women like it or not.
Suck my fat one.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
And this guy's personal life is a total disaster.
Trust me.
Shut the f*** up, Darren.
Who's with me?
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.